What's going on, guys? It's Wingman and welcome to part 8 of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. That said, let's go talk to Morrigan's mum.
You
Sexy
must
thing.
speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. I will stay and make something to eat.
Too lovely.
Can I get...
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
I suppose we should thank you.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
You're Flemeth. You must be very old and powerful.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Land is hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is an archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Good could the Tan hope to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Think the Jarl would believe us over the Tan?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
doubt it'll be that easy.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against the Blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you to speak your mind.
Haha, you will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or 2 afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Quick questions?
I may have answers. Ask.
What skills do you have?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Then you can substitute for Alistair.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Oof. Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Alright, let's get on with it.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
There you go. Sorry, getting PTSD flashbacks of this. Anybody who's played this will know what I'm talking about. Everybody else will just have to wait until a little bit later. Let's go. Oh, wait. Level up. Okay. Dex. Willpower. Constitution. Grab that. Get a secondary taunt going. Willpower, 2 into strength. Scratch that. Cunning. Then I can get that. Shield wall. Thank God for that. That's gonna make me unknockdownable, essentially. It's not even the right term, but it works. I believe I'm strong enough for this now. Much better too. Alistair can wear that. Those under her robes. I'm half tempted to go back and replay that boss fight just so I can get all that stuff back off that random ass circle mage, but I can't really be bothered, and it wouldn't really be true to the Let's Player to be save scumming, essentially, which I don't really want to do for this. Alright, better chuck that on her. Chuck. What's that do? On willpower, 10 mental resistance. This increases her damage. that. Alistair can hold on to that for me. That. That. Let's chuck that on. Onto all my attributes. Can be handy. That'll boost Constitution. Well, if health becomes a problem, I'll probably equip that. Anyway.
All right, all right.
Can't go anywhere else yet. I have to go to Lothering first. After Lothering, I'm gonna do the DLCs.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Mic drop.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense.
Should listen to
Greetings,
your friend.
travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Well, let's just get straight to the point.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Could intimidate them, but there is a quest to come back and kill these bastards, and they've been killing refugees who can't pay, so fuck them.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Yeah!
Ouch. Help, Alistair.
Off I go.
Disable that. Enable that. Apparently I can only have one of them active at a time.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
You surrender, hey? You picked the wrong target, mate.
Yes, of course. We should have been more careful.
You're
I'm
all
sorry.
dying.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from
Answers
these
out of him
parts.
first.
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Liar. Don't ask
Well,
me
then
questions.
let me go!
Nope, you're gonna die.
I'm not going down without a fight!
It's not over!
Or are you gonna finish him off?
I'm gonna... You with me!
Give the doggo a hand.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's not over! Help me!
Okay. Miss Morgan has herbalism. I need to buy some flasks. That I need to go and see. Whatchamacallit. Dude at the bar. The barman. It was such an effort to think up. Sorry guys, it's late.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Need to hear some news before we can decide.
But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No, not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arl-Eamon is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there any way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Why are you leaving up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arl-Eamon is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Where do you think we should... What do you think we should do, Morrigan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
No, I don't really need directions. I already know where everyone is.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Oh, fruit.
I'll get on it.
So let's talk
So
about your
refugees
mother
left me.
from a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
I love the banter between these two.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Yes, I was with the King's army.
I thought them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky
Who are you
you, I
calling a
guess.
deserter?
Can't promise I'm gonna answer them.
Those bandits always outside the village.
Were? You mean they're gone?
I'll take that as a thank you.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian's will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
Who's in charge of
You
this
could
village?
talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
Don't have a
He's
ruling
gone to
lord?
war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
What's going on
What
here?
isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. Don't let me stop you.
Okay. A little bit of a slower episode, but I'm going to end things here. Thank you for watching part 8 to my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. This is Wingman signing off.